Good morning, everyone. It is 9:33. Welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here in Stivers, Ford, Lincoln. Downright proud to salute great organizations in town and talk about some pretty cool things at the same time. And of course, folks, when the Winter Olympics roll around like they're going to here in a couple of months, one thing that people have a tendency to get fixed on is watching curling, even though you might not hear about it any other time except for the Winter Olympics. But did you realize there are curling teams and clubs all over the country, including right here in Des Moines?
Including Des Moines. So we brought in a couple of individuals who are going to explain why. No, just kidding. We hear this is a lot of fun. So we have Michael and Ken here to hang out with us. So first of all, curling. What is it?
It's like shuffleboard, but it's more like chess than checkers. So it's way more complicated, but the strategy is kind of the same. So
really? I've never heard it explained that way before.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, so what is the idea behind curling for those people that might not have a grasp of what this is all
basically
about?
just trying to get your stones to the closest to the center of the target. Then that's how you get points. The more you have towards
So
the
kind
middle,
of like a horseshoe type thing, too, then.
Exactly, right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so how do we do this? And first of all, the main object.
This is a stone,
the
yeah.
rock.
That's a stone, and it's granite?
It's made out of granite. It's about 42 pounds, but you don't have to pick it up. So it's really easy. You just slide it across the ice. They're from Scotland. They're all made from the same island, or from the granite from the same island in Scotland.
Seriously?
I didn't realize that.
No matter what?
You can't just go down to the quarry down here and get one?
Nope. Especially from yep.
In competition, it has to be from this particular one.
And how many of those does each team have?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 opportunities to get as close to the center
Right.
as possible. And how far of a distance is it to one end
I
to
think
the
it's
other?
150 feet about. Is that right, Ken?
Yep, it's about 150 feet down there. So if you think you're sliding something, this big 42-pound rock on the ice, trying to hit a target 150 feet, that's like half a football field. It's pretty crazy.
But you want it to stop, so you have to really get good at this. So what got you first interested in curling?
So I've been a curling junkie for quite a while.
Curling junkie.
I saw it on the Olympics in '98 in Nagano when they had like 3 minutes of gold medal highlights, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And then in 2002 when the Olympics were in Salt Lake City, I lived in Wyoming at the time, so I called my mom. I was like, we're going to the Olympics. We're going to watch curling. She has, I have no idea what that is, but I'm in.
Really?
Do we know where the term curling comes from? Like, why
I think
is
it's
it
just
called
because
that?
the stone curls on the ice. So you throw it straight, but then towards the end it starts to curl maybe 4 or 6 feet from right to left or left to right, however you throw it.
And would you obviously you put a spin on the stone, much like bowling.
Exactly like that. Yep.
So there's a lot of different sports that come into play here, aren't there?
Unbelievable. So how does one learn how to curl?
So I think we have a league starting up here in January. We're going to do like a learn to curl training early on. So if you have no
Learn to curl
experience,
training.
and curling's great because it's one of those like golf where you can go out, you take a couple of hours to get the basics, and then you spend the whole rest of your life trying to improve upon that. It's really easy to get into.
What do you call curl? Do you do curl?
Yeah.
Where do you curl around here? I haven't seen any curl courts set up anyplace.
We curl up at the Metro Ice facility in Urbandale.
Okay.
So 72nd Street. So it's hockey ice, then we do as best we can to make it nice and flat and perfect for curling, and then we go from there.
All right, so if you watch curling during the Olympics, you see the guys, and they take it very seriously, obviously, and they can't slide across the line. They got to let the stone go.
Right.
And then you have some tools that are involved. Now, what are your tools that are involved?
So, you got a couple of things. When you're pushing off of the hack, they call it, those blocks, you've got a nice slider so you can slide along on the ice as you let go of the rock. And then your teammates jump in, and they've got the brooms. I've got the old-fashioned corn broom here, but anymore we're using these brooms, and you're applying that pressure right down to the ice.
What are you trying to do by doing that?
So you're trying to decrease the friction in front of the rock, right? So by making it go straighter and longer, so that's what the sweeping does. It decreases the friction, so if you got that curl on it, it wants to curl, but you're kind of prevent the curl a little bit.
So are you creating like a little layer of water, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, there's been tons of PhDs trying to define the exact nature of it, especially out of Canada. But yeah, it seems like you might melt just a little bit of water on there, so you're just getting a little bit slicker surface for that rock to run on. And that rock's concave, so underneath it, it's just a tiny little band that runs on the surface of the ice.
Unbelievable. I love these. Let's take a closer look at these shoes. So these aren't, again, something you would just kind of pick up anywhere. So this helps you glide on the ice.
Yeah, but how do you get any traction to even get the rock to start gliding or the stone to start gliding?
So you're just using that slider when you're pushing out. So you're
Okay.
just sliding on that one foot. If you're sweeping, you've got grippers on your other feet.
Oh,
to
so
keep
there's
track.
So there's two different kinds of
Exactly. So you
So
can
you can
slide
do-
that back on and sweep later too.
So the two shoes are different.
Two
then.
shoes are completely different depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, but you can do it in normal shoes too. We've got sliders that you can just slip on your normal shoe too. So you don't have to
Yeah,
buy the
one of these
equipment
guys
to be
here.
involved.
So you slip that right on your tennis shoe and good to go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting it. All right.
I think that would be fun to learn how to do something like that, but it's like maybe you don't want a huge investment, but there are opportunities where you don't
And
necessarily
we have
need to go
all
full
the equipment
hog.
for everybody. If you want to come out and join up, we have everything. We have brooms, we have all the stones, of course. We have sliders to use.
So, Mike, how did you
Ready to
get
go, just
involved
ready to have
in
fun.
curling?
I did it in St. Paul for 1 year, but again, it's just watching the Olympics. Guys, like, oh, that looks like fun, and it's actually more fun than I thought it was going to be. Just a strategy and teammate, have the camaraderie, of the teammates, and everything.
Now, how big is the curling club here in Des Moines?
We have probably 32 members this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a few.
Yeah, we're looking to grow. This is our 4th year, so we've slowly grown every year.
So if people want more details, they want to get involved, do they just show up, or what's the best thing to do to get more information?
Contact me through our website or Facebook, either one.
Okay.
Shoot me an email, but yeah, we'll get you hooked up if that's what you want to do.
We
All
have
right,
to go
Des
try
Moines Curling
this.
Club. Kind of Google that and get in the right details there. Otherwise, we have the email there for you as well.
Now you have the targets that are on the ice there. Now, obviously, kind of like a hockey rink that they have. Those targets are underneath the ice. What do you guys do at the sports arena, the Metro Sports Arena?
Well, every week we go out with our permanent markers and draw circles, and then that's what we use, and then they Zamboni them off after we're done. So
Okay.
it's just an every week kind of thing. Like, we're still working towards that.
So eventually, you hope to have something permanently on the
yeah.
floor of the
Absolutely.
arena, so then you don't have to keep on going out there and
The
drawing.
new thing is to have LED lights underneath the ice that you can turn on and off, so you're not interfering with the other graphics. So we'd like to do that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're getting
Taking
high
this
tech
very
for curling?
seriously.
Wow.
I absolutely love it. Do you have to be very athletic? Do you have to
Bulk up?
be able to?
No, almost anyone can do it. I mean, like I said, it's heavy, but you don't have to pick it up. The sweeping can wear you out, but
Do you have any aspirations of trying to get
Are you guys?
It's more like softball for us.
Do your wives or anything? They're like, get in here and sweep the kitchen floor because you're really good at this now.
Yeah, we're like, oh, too tired.
Too tired. Sore
Threw my
muscles.
back up. Do you have any aspirations of trying to compete at a higher level?
So for us, the highest level is the Arena Nationals. So that's where we're an arena club because we don't have our own club. So every year, they have a national tournament that we got to go to 2 years ago. That was fun.
Really?
Went to Pennsylvania for that. Yeah.
And how many teams were out there?
I think it was like 12 or 16 or something. I can't remember. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
All right.
curling, again, it's not just for the Olympics anymore. You can do it right here in Des Moines. Now,
I think
Absolutely.
that's so cool.
what kind of costs are involved with people that want to come out and
So for the
curl?
season, it's $220 for an individual.
Okay.
Most of that goes to ice time and membership to the USCA, United States Curling Association.
Of course, you got to be a member.
Yeah. We're a nonprofit. We don't make any money. Nobody gets paid. We're all volunteers. So.
Just having a good time.
We have to do this, Jackie. We have to go out and try this.
I think it sounds like a blast. I can see why you're watching it at one point and you're like, you know what, I need to do this for myself.
Okay, so when can we start doing this? When can we go out and check this out?
We start January 5th.
5th.
Yep.
January 5th.
Okay.
All right. But
I got room for 2 on my team.
All right.
oh, hey,
we want
there
to
you
try
go.
this. Now,
we better
when
see us in action first.
Now, when do you play or when do you curl?
Friday
what day of
nights-
the week?
Friday nights, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
and how
2
long
hours.
does a tournament go or a match go? Help us with the verbiage here.
It's a match.
It's a match?
Yeah, a game for 2 hours, generally speaking. Yeah.
And what do you try to get up to a certain score?
It's so they're called ends, but instead of innings, or in baseball. So you try to get as many ends in as you can. Usually you get like 6 or 8 in.
Okay.
that's
And how
trips
many
down
points
the
do you
ice.
get if you are the closest?
You can get anywhere from 1 to 8. Normally you'll get like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4, but
All right.
yeah.
This is a little bit more
you go.
involved than we thought it was. Instead of just hurling something down the ice and hoping it stops. But again, you have the brooms, a couple of different kinds there with the different kind of shoes. Didn't know you had 2 different shoes. Or you can get your little slippers here, your little sandal type things. You can slip over yours and the stone.
They have the hookup for you if this is something you want to try this winter season. Sounds like fun. But make sure you check them out on their website, message them on Facebook, let them know that you're heading their way as they can continue to build the Des Moines Curling Club. Thank you, gentlemen, for
Well, thank
joining
you
us
so
this
much.
morning. This is a lot
Ken, you
of
better
fun.
scribble our names down because
right.
we're going to show up. We want to try this. We want to see what's going on.
Perfect.
That is very cool. Well, happy curling. We'll be right back. Totally
did you say that?
serious news.
Good
Good curling.
Good
Good curling.
There you go.
We'll be right back.